Learning from someone's experience or from your experience is very vital in life. That's why you see it now. Arsenal have not won the Premier League in recent times, even after dragging for how many
And
years?
talking about criticism, when John Obi Mikel criticized
Jackson. Yeah.
after that criticism, it was when
been
Jackson
firing.
he has been scoring goals. So one way or the other, criticism
It helps.
players to at least grow and to become better.
Bruno Fernandes has been suffering. He's part of the problem of Manchester United. I should say this clearly for the Manchester United fans and the televiewers to actually understand this. As a leader, if you watch the match against 20, particularly against 20, I'm not saying that he doesn't have glorious days.
Yeah.
He has glorious days. But as a team, your first match into the Europa League, you'll not be giving those wrong passes.
Yeah.
I mean, giving passes that are of no meaning. Every touch of the ball in the professional level of football must have a meaning, must make sense.
Coach.
It must be defined. It must define your action.
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes during that game was actually lost. In fact, he's a cause of the problem. He's even the cause of Eriksen making that mistake, because he was close to Eriksen, if I can vividly remember, and he didn't communicate to Eriksen that, guy, there's somebody behind you. Communication is part of football. If you can't communicate, you cannot play football. That's why football is not meant for handicaps.
Okay.
Football is meant for those who are physically, spiritually, morally, emotionally upright.
Yeah.
Now, coming to Bruno Fernandes, why I say he's a problem. As a captain, Bruno Fernandes, if you care, you hear. It's an advice to you. If you care, you do what. It's an advice to you. Looking at Bruno Fernandes, you carry the captain band. I'm asking the question: what relationship has Bruno Fernandes with Erik ten Hag? Because he removed the captain band from somebody, Maguire. That Maguire was a calamity, and he carries the captain band and give again to another calamity. How can you remove a window and
that's
put a
why
door?
coach. That's why we see the problem is everywhere. If that
I'm trying to see where my problem is.
I'm in support of the fact that he's not a good leader. He's not a good captain.
And if you are not a good leader,
This guy cannot lead a team.
because
Paul Scholes have said it. Look,
Ronaldo being the star boy of Manchester United, did not even for one instant even try to smell, even try to gossip about the captain. Bruno Fernandes is an amebo.
Football Banter.
It's another day to banter here in the studio, a bright one, of course, with the Europa League just rounding up with some amazing performances from some teams and some amazing deceptions. We saw it just as the Europa League rounds up yesterday. Ebuka, what do you think about the Europa League and the teams, the actors that were in the league, that were participating in the tournament, like Manchester United and the rest of the team? What do you think about it?
It's another beautiful night in the Europa League. The Europa League in recent time has actually given us some kind of sweet football, entertaining football. And yesterday, Rangers winning away at Malmo. Also, Galatasaray winning because of our homeboy there, Victor Osimhen. Although his goal was awarded as an own goal. I see it as a goal, but yet another assist again to his name.
Yeah.
And before yesterday, the one they played on Wednesday, talking about Manchester United being Manchester United of recent time, dropping point. Let me put it this way: 20 dropping point against Manchester United. So it was a very wonderful.
Why do you have to say 20 dropping points against United? Who was playing at home?
United.
So who is dropping point at home?
To me, I feel 20 dropped points.
So are you saying 20 played more better than United?
Not that. It's just that Manchester United just happen to always disappoint. They have been disappointing us in recent time, and I'm tired of it, of having hope for a team to win and then they go out, they don't win, they draw their games, they bottle their games, or they lose, or something like that. So
it
I feel 20.
You did not share the same Manchester United they cut their ticket, because I don't see you play Manchester United for your ticket.
No, number one, I want to keep why, even if I play tickets, why I go put Manchester United? Some people will know they sure of themselves.
Anyway, let's hear from Wizzy.
So,
Wizzy, what's your take about this? Manchester United dropping points at home? Is it still the issue of the cost issue? Is this the issue of I don't know what's happening?
I watched that match, although I watched from the second half, and I just feel if you cannot make use of your home advantage, what will happen if you go away from home?
Thank you.
That's one of the questions I should be asking Ten Hag, because I don't see why you should, because if you check the game, they actually held 20.
Yeah.
They were good, but they were not clinical.
They don't know how
enough.
to kill
They don't
games
know how
off.
to score goals.
They don't know how to kill the games.
And the only chance those guys had, they just had to equalize.
Yeah.
And so going forward, I just feel it's now a massive competition. It's not like the regular
Europa
League we used to have. Now it is a broader competition. And most teams you'll be meeting, you probably might not have met them before. It's like a new game or a new team you are meeting entirely. So Manchester United is a team that everyone knows their system of play.
Yeah.
They know their tactics and the rest. But if you are going to a different terrain, you don't know how you probably would have watched their videos or have seen how they used to play, but they might have something different that you might not know.
Yeah.
And that is what Manchester United need to work on going forward.
And
take advantage of your home games, win the matches, and at least go top 8, because top 8 automatically qualifies you to the next round.
well, another thing, I did not actually even want Manchester United to win or succeed normally, because their fans, Barca and Man U fans now normally always bantering each other. We are in for a banter. And if you look, their fans before the Europa League started, they were like, Man U will win trophy over Arsenal, over Chelsea this season, we will win Europa.
And you
Mind you, look at their record in Europe: 9 games, and they've only won 1 in their last 9 European games.
I think that should be during this
Everything.
And how many
Yeah.
draws? How many draws have they?
I don't actually have the full stat, but I know it's
So out of
9
9
out of
games,
9 games only
they've
won
won
that's
only
really-
one.
that's really
I mean,
poor.
in Europe, out
Yes,
of
in Europe.
9 games,
in Europe.
That's
won
really
one.
poor.
That's
That's really
very
poor.
poor. And this is a team that have been playing in the Europa League more in recent
And
times.
funny enough,
let's get
Coach,
into this
Let me just
Manchester- yeah.
funny enough, do you know that space, that slot, is Chelsea that is supposed to be there on the
Yeah.
norms, but they took it. So I expect them to.
No,
at
no,
least-
I differ with you on that. Don't say they took it.
No, they took it
Is
now. Because they
no,
won
wait.
the
Say they
Europa
took it.
League.
Is it out of merit or is out of they didn't?
Well, I should say merit, because they played that.
So say they merit. So they qualify. Don't say they took it. Took it is like they
They stole it or they grabbed
like
it,
stealing it. It don't really sound.
Okay, I know. I will still use their took it, because
Yes, I support him.
Yes.
He's snatching.
yes,
Chelsea-
It's not snatching.
Because
It's not snatching. Okay,
ideally
Ebuka, I
we
think you want to
should.
say something.
Yes.
I think Ebuka wants to say
Okay,
something.
He's snatching because why will you? They were below Chelsea in the table, but they just saw an opportunity to just.
Yeah, exactly.
That is what they call a haste. It's as if they had the professor in money heist.
So Manchester United is smart. They did not show
They
their
played the
smart.
fast one. They played the fast one on
Played fast
Chelsea.
on Chelsea. So Chelsea should accept it.
But then we should just watch out for them this season in the Europa League. So at the end of the season, we should be saying, okay, if Chelsea would have been in the Europa League, Chelsea and Man U, who would have done better?
Okay. So let's look about this Manchester United poor run in the Europa League, and I saw the game, I watched the game, and the like I always say, errors are collective when it comes to football and not individual. You know, Eriksen had the ball, he didn't scan, and then on turning with the ball, it was snatched away from him, and that resulted to the goal. Now, I want to ask the question. Is Erik ten Hag the problem of Manchester United, or the players the problem, or the fans? I don't understand. Who is the problem of Manchester United? It's high time we actually pinpoint the right problem of Manchester United. Is it Erik ten Hag? Is it the players? Or is it the administration? Because I know, to me, the fans can never be the problem of Manchester United. So who is the problem of Manchester United?
Well, it starts from the board, the start for the club management, down to the coach. Now, the club management, why? They have been making wrong. Their transfer in recent time has been very bad. Like you see them going in for young players or players that have not really made themselves, and then you go splash a lot of amount on them to get those players into your team, players that you still want to now give that we need
Sorry,
time
can
to actually
you give the names of some of those players? So that we
yeah,
get it
an
straight?
example is this young guy that's actually injured right now, Lenny Euro, like going to splash, I think 60 million, on Lenny Euro.
Does he want it?
It does not worth it because he's a young defender, and splashing money like that on a defender, a young one, is a waste of money. This is a player that you're not sure, okay, that is going to give you what you want, because Manchester United are a team that want to win a trophy, they're a team that want to win the league, they want to win something in Europe, you understand? So if you and that's what they want right now. It's not so they're not doing a long-term plan. They want to win something right now. That is why you see the fans, they are not actually happy with Erik ten Hag, because they have given him a lot of time and they've made a lot of signing, but still they're not seeing the result. So the board, the management making their transfer policy, their transfer move has been bad in recent time. Then down to the coach, I feel his time in Manchester United it has to be called to an end, because Erik ten Hag has done poorly in Manchester United. Forget winning the FA Cup or Carabao Cup, he has done bad. This is a team that he picked from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Yeah, was it okay? Ole was signed and Ragnick was there, but at least Ragnick it was just like an interim coach. But the coach before him was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and during Ole's time,
lay the foundation for this.
If you look at the way they were more, they competed more under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. During Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, they were at least in the top 4. They were going to the Champions League, and they never actually make signings like Erik ten Hag. In his own time, they have spent more money, spent a lot of money bringing in average players. Look at Anthony. That guy cannot even play in an average team in England and start.
Ebuka, the question is, who is the problem of Manchester United?
Is it the
coach or the players?
The problem is the coach.
Okay, the coach. So
yes.
We have a lot to banter today, and this is one of the topics. But before we round up with Manchester United, Wheezy, what do you have to say about the problem of Manchester United?
I think the problem of Manchester United is everywhere for me. Because wait, let me land. Because
everywhere.
If you check the signings Ten Hag has made, these guys are guys he has played with, he has coached. So ideally, he should get something better from them. He coached Anthony. He coached who again? Seven.
Marzorao. He does on new
He
players.
recently went for Onana, and you see what they did in Ajax.
Yeah.
So it's expected that since you have these tools that you've worked with, it's expected for you to get something different, something better than how it used to be in this season. But the scenario is different. So I think it is the problem is down.
That means the foundational cause.
It's a foundational problem. And then the team needs to the club needs to go deep to know what the problem is.
Okay, maybe they should organize a prayer session or crusade for Manchester United.
Well, to me, I think Casemiro didn't play this match.
Yeah.
And Eriksen was brought in.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, like Wheezy said, the problem is everywhere. I think I will go partially with Wheezy on that because, like, seriously, they keep blaming the players. If Casemiro was in the pitch, the fans will say Casemiro has caused this.
Exactly.
Now Eriksen came in and did something.
And
you know,
he also scored a goal. You know.
Okay, he scored the goal. He was the one that and then gave the goal back to Man United. So, like I always say, the problem of Manchester United is so spiritual that I don't think even Pastor Adeboyo or Pastor Chris or those I don't think they can solve it. I don't think I think they have to undergo a session of prayers. I mean,
and fasting
for 6 months, because this thing is becoming unbecoming. Yeah, they don't only cut people's tickets. They don't satisfy their fans, and their fans too are also a problem of this team.
Yeah,
because they don't want to humble. I think the right word we should use. Haaland is a very big player to have said humble.
Be humble.
Because even United fans are not humble.
They need to be humble.
See,
I'm telling you, United fans, I don't like Manchester United because of their fans. They can make mouths. Their fans, they can hype their average players in their team. They'll carry the average players and be comparing to world-class players and be giving you very, very insignificant stats. You see the way Manchester United fans hype their players, you'll be like, oh more, just imagine if these players are doing well. Imagine if this team is doing well. That means we'll not be able to talk. I think that is even the problem.
Okay,
see, because if they are hyping themselves too much, so maybe God is now humbling them. They need to be humble.
Okay, Coach, let me just say something. Something came up recently, I think 2 days ago, where one of the management of Manchester United made a comment that Manchester United will be, their aim is to win the trophy come 2028 to mark their 150th anniversary. How feasible is that? I don't know if it's possible for Man United to win the trophy.
Anything is
Well,
possible.
In football, all things are possible.
2 seconds, things can change.
Let's get along. That was for Manchester United. Let's hear again our own an African giant, to that matter. He refused to go to the Saudi because he wants to stay in Europe and to prove himself in Europe despite the Napoli saga and all the rest. I'm talking of no other person than Victor Osimhen, scoring a goal against PAOK during the Europa League, but refused from that goal and was given an assist. What do you think of Osimhen? Is Osimhen proving himself? Because in the league he scored, and now internationally, in the Europa League, he has also made a positive move, though the goal was cancelled and was given as an own goal. Then he was given the assist. So what do you think of Osimhen?
He's making positive moves.
Do you think Osimhen can actually, a big club can come for Osimhen come January transfer?
Yes, the possibility is still there. Although he needs to start scoring his goals as soon as possible. I believe in him. He can score. His contribution towards their goal scoring, the goal scoring of Galatasaray has been great. I think he has 3 assists now already. It's not bad for a striker, but he needs to get goals. They signed him for him to score goals, and for him to actually go to a better club come January, he needs to score goals. So he's on the right track, but I feel it's high time he starts scoring goals.
And he scored against Mourinho when they met Galatasaray Fenerbahce, Abi.
Yeah, the goal was not given to him. No, that was not an own goal. It deflected off his player, and then so it was registered as an assist for him. Yeah.
So looking at Osimhen in the Turkish league, last year Galatasaray was crowned second after Fenerbahce, and they went a log ahead, and Fenerbahce emerged victorious. So are we saying that Osimhen can actually raise Galatasaray just like he did with Napoli? Can he take Galatasaray to not only Turkish glory but also at the European scene?
Okay.
Yeah, Wizzy.
Of course, it's possible because we know who Osimhen is, and like Ebuka said, yes, despite the fact that he's not scoring goals, but his contribution is massive. Three games. Is it 3 games? 3 games, 3 assists. So he's not scoring, but he's also providing assists, although his main job is to score. But then that is what a quality player is supposed to do. If you're not scoring, at least contribute to the goal. And going forward, I feel Osimhen can be instrumental for Galatasaray. It's just that maybe a club can just come January and get him out of the ball. I think he's going to be very instrumental.
At least till he leaves, his contribution can help them to stay top and remain top of their table. We have seen him. Osimhen have actually been this kind of player that goes to an underdog team and lead them all the way. He did it with Lille. He took a Lille side that was not good, and then he made them to qualify to the Champions League.
Yeah, he did it with Napoli.
He took them from only God knows to them winning the league, the Scudetto and stuff. So he's a fighter. He knows how to lead an underdog team, and it's not going to be a new challenge for him.
So still in it, the Premier League fixtures are out for the weekend, and we have Tosin
Adare
Bioyo saying he doesn't want any other nationality other than Nigeria because he's from Nigeria. He wants a Nigerian passport. And as a defender, with the defense we are having in our national team, do you think he has a chance to beat that defense, if at all?
Of course, he has a chance to add value to the defense. But my own problem is, just like John Obi Mikel said during his last podcast, I don't see why these players will be coming to after their, I don't know if it is after their peak. You're supposed to, if you want to represent Nigeria with your full chest, let it be when you are young. So that when you come, you know that, okay, Nigeria will gain access from you. You will add value to the team going forward. But when you are going to your 30s and you are saying you want to represent Nigeria because you were not given a chance in the English team, is another problem. It's my own major concern. But will Tosin add value to the team? Of course, because we need. He has been doing well in Chelsea.
How old is he?
He's 27 years old.
So he's
he has
young.
been he's young, but at least he would have. Tosin has been playing before. We know who he was. We know who he is. We know his quality. So if he had been around in Nigerian national team, he would have done massively well. But going forward, we need him in the team because his leadership quality back at the defense is top notch, and that is what we need. And we also have someone like that, like Truss Ekong, who is defensively okay and who can lead the team. So adding Tosin to that team will give us.
And I feel Tosin will add some other things that we need. Nigeria really need to learn how to play from behind, from the back.
Yes.
And Tosin can help us.
And that is what
that.
Maresca has been doing.
So are we saying that if we should put Tosin and Akon,
it will be a good partnership.
There's a place, if there's just one place between Tosin and Akon, who are you going to choose, Ebuka, if I should ask?
Well, I'll stick with Ekong because Ekong has been there.
And
I will also stick with Ekong because Ekong knows,
and he's our leader, he's our captain. He knows
about African system of football.
Yeah.
Tosin will just be coming for the first time. So I will stick with Ekong. At least we've watched him play.
So this drives me to this question. Is it good for ex-international to meddle in the affairs of the current players playing in the national team? Or is it a bad thing for them to meddle?
Well, look,
because unlike just like you said, some ex international or some retired players, they criticize the team, they might criticize some players, and me, I'm not in favor of that. So I'm asking, is it a positive thing to meddle?
Yes, because people that have experience in what you are doing right now, people that have done it before and they did it well, and they feel okay, they're not doing it all right, and this is what they can give you, this is advice they can give to you to improve and then bring in more positive results. I think they can be allowed to
criticize players?
Yes, they can criticize because there have been players too at a time in their life, in their career, and so you can meddle in their affairs. You can criticize and say, okay, look, what you're doing is not right. During our time, this is how it was. This is how we did. This is how we overcame these certain things. And this
so must they do it the way you did?
Huh?
Must they do it the way you did?
No, you don't have to do it the way. But when you're faced with the same challenge that they faced before, and they can see it, and then you're not going about it the right way, that's why we have parents.
Yeah.
Yes, you have parents. They will show you, okay, this is what we have seen during our time when we're like you, and you're going the wrong way. This is what you have to do. So sometimes you need the advice of
The ex-players.
from the ex-players to learn from their experience.
But they should not
because
criticize
that's why you see the thing is
the criticism should come constructively.
constructively, yes.
Because criticism is the only way to grow.
Look, learning from someone's experience or from your experience is very vital in life. That's why you see now Arsenal have not won the Premier League in recent times, even after dragging for how many years.
Talking about criticism, when John Obi Mikel criticized Jackson,
Yeah.
after that criticism, it was when
I've been
Jackson
firing.
he has been scoring goals. So one way or the other, criticism
It helps
players to at least grow and to become better.
Yeah, talking about scoring goals, we'll get there with Barcelona, we'll get there. But the Premier League fixtures, Man City, Arsenal, and Newcastle will be playing home against Man City. Arsenal will be playing home against Leicester. And
Chelsea, Brighton.
Man United, Chelsea, Brighton, thank you. And Man United will be locking horns
With Spurs.
Yeah.
Tottenham. In Old Trafford. Are we saying that it's going to be another black day for Man United?
I hope it will be another black day for mine.
You hope it's going to be another black day for Man
You know why?
Let's get it straight.
You know why?
It's going to be a black day.
I agree with Ebuka.
Okay, you agree with him.
Yes, you know why? Because we've watched Man United. We watched them on Wednesday play against 20.
Yeah.
It might not be the same formation.
No.
It's still going to be the same thing.
Man United can come out. No, let's be frank on this. Man United can come out against Spurs as a new look Man United. And no longer the old look Man United.
Look,
No, let's agree on this. The fact that a team didn't do well in the Europa League doesn't mean it won't do well.
Okay,
in the
Yes.
league. There are two different competitions.
even in the Premier League last week, they drew against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace would have even won the game
goalless
if
draw.
Eze had taken
Yeah, but
his
that was
chance.
an away
his
draw.
chance.
Credit to Man United. That's what I'm saying. It was an away draw because Crystal Palace was played at home.
But Brighton won them at home.
Are you comparing Brighton and Man United?
No, now I said Brighton,
Brighton
won
won Crystal-
Man
Man
United
United
at home.
Yeah, but that's why I say you cannot compare Brighton and Man United.
Brighton and Spurs or Brighton and Man United.
Brighton and Spurs, sorry.
Why?
Because I think Brighton so far, we've seen the products of Brighton doing well all over Europe, and they still have the same products still doing well in
Tottenham still remain better than Brighton.
Yes, Tottenham, because if it comes to the attack, Tottenham is
They have more
dead
guns.
songs.
They have more
is-
guns.
They are deadly.
Yeah.
But my own problem with Tottenham is that they just have this. I don't know. I don't want to.
They know
call
how
it
to
a-
bottle and they know
Yes,
how to take their
yes,
chances
They don't know how to take their chances.
moment. But I feel they will do it against Manchester United.
They might-
Remember,
do it.
Manchester United is playing home. Manchester
Yeah.
United is not playing away.
They played home against 2018. Look at coach. Look at this. Look at Manchester United 11 on Wednesday. Their starting lineup. Look at the lineup.
Even the
that day.
bench, far.
Even the bench. Everything stacked with names, stacked with players, stacked with pros, people that you know. I never know any 20 player until after that match. They came to Manchester United home and they went back with a point. It's a slap on Manchester United's face. Old Trafford is no more a theatre of dream. It's not more a theatre of dream for Manchester United. It's not a theatre of dream for the opponent. The opponent come there, they achieve their aim, their dream come to pass, and it's not a nightmare for Manchester United fans. Look, see, there's no how we can pick the game. Manchester United right now are having a very terrible run. They are bad right now. Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United are like they have the same point right now on the table, right?
Yes.
And Tottenham are actually looking for a way to vindicate themselves.
And
They
Tottenham
have been
won their-
having chances.
Tottenham won
They have not
they
been
won their
winning
game, they
games,
won
and the
their-
last game they won.
they
And I
won
feel they are
4-4
actually getting their reading.
4-1.
And if that's their attack catch this Manchester United, I feel they can beat Manchester United.
There's a question for you.
Yeah.
Looking Bruno Fernandes as the leader of Manchester United, if you were to be the Manchester United manager, would you name Bruno your captain? Will you make Bruno the leader of your team? It's a question for you.
Well, I think Bruno has some leadership qualities in him. It's just that I think he does. It's just that I don't know how the other players will see him. It would be a different case where we had someone like Casemiro,
Yeah.
someone like who is old in that team. And the players might want to respect that person because that person is old. And for example, Casemiro now has won
Or like
trophies, so they
Johnny
want
Evans.
to give him that respect. But it might be different for Bruno Fernandes because I don't know if he has been up to 7 years in Manchester United.
No.
And he has not won. I don't know if he has won. In fact, he has not won a major trophy. in
apart from
Man-
the FA Cup.
So that can also come in play.
So look,
So because looking at Ebuka before you come, this question is for you. Looking at Bruno Fernandes' performance during the Europa League against 20,
yeah,
he had 72% loss of decisive passes.
yeah,
He had 75% loss of concentration and focus in the game. He had 40% offensive as an offensive midfielder.
yeah.
And his contribution towards the game was barely 38%. So what do you think about a player at the caliber, the way you guys hype the Manchester United, they hype Bruno Fernandes?
Well,
last year he was among the first 5 best midfielders
Look,
in EPL.
in Manchester
Are we saying
United.
the EPL is going down?
No, in Manchester United,
no.
in Manchester United, Bruno Fernandes still stands out to be their best player. He's not a small. Bruno Fernandes is still one of the best midfielders in the world. He's still, to me, in all their players, I think he's the only one that I can pick and say, okay, yes, this. Then apart from players like Casemiro that have already done everything and just came to Manchester United maybe to start planning their retirement and stuff. So, but if you look at the players in Manchester United that still want to fight and do things, Bruno Fernandes happens to be the only player that you can pick, and any Manchester United can. So, but if look, he's a human being. Everybody have their time. Even Messi and Ronaldo, there will be time that they will suffer a little bit drought, but they bounce back. It will still bounce back. Yes.
Ebuka, I differ
but
with
you
you
see,
on that.
the leadership
I differ with
qualities.
you on that.
Look,
I'm not a Man United fan.
he's a good
I differ with you on that because let's get points straight. If you watch the Manchester United team when Eric Cantona was the captain, he did fantastically well.
Now that one
when Eric Cantona left, Roy Keane came in. He had everything
that
done
one I'm trying
perfectly.
to tell you.
If you look
Bruno
at,
is a good player.
if you look at Beckham and all the other captains, they've done so well. And let me tell you, Ronaldo, before leaving Manchester United, he said this thing in one of his interviews. Sorry, when he was in Madrid, he said this thing that was it Madrid or Juventus? He said something that consistency is what makes you a great player. If you are playing at 80%, stay at 80. You can add, but don't drop. If you are playing at 40, you can add, but don't drop. To me, Bruno Fernandes has been suffering. He's part of the problem of Manchester United. I should say this clearly for the Manchester United fans and the televiewers to actually understand this. As a leader, if you watch the match against 20, particularly against 20, I'm not saying that he doesn't have glorious days.
Yeah.
He has glorious days. But as a team, your first match into the Europa League, you'll not be giving those wrong passes.
Yeah.
I mean, giving passes that are of no meaning. Every touch of the ball in the professional level of football must have a meaning, must make sense.
Coach.
It must be defined. It must define your action.
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes during that game was actually lost. In fact, he is a cause of the problem. He's even the cause of Eriksen making that mistake because he was close to Eriksen, if I can vividly remember, and he didn't communicate to Eriksen that, guy, there's somebody behind you. Communication is part of football. If you can't communicate, you cannot play football. That's why football is not meant for handicaps.
Okay.
Football is meant for those who are physically, spiritually, morally, emotionally upright.
Yeah.
Now, coming to Bruno Fernandes, why I say he's a problem. As a captain, Bruno Fernandes, if you care, you hear. It's an advice to you. If you care, you do what. It's an advice to you. Looking at Bruno Fernandes, you carry the captain ban. I'm asking the question: what relationship has Bruno Fernandes with Erik ten Hag? Because he removed the captain ban from somebody, Maguire. That Maguire was a calamity, and he carries the captain ban and give again to another calamity. How can you remove a window and put a door?
That's coach. That's why we say the problem is everywhere. If that
I'm trying to bring where my problem is.
I'm in support of the fact that he's not a good leader. He's not a good captain.
And if you are not a good leader,
this guy cannot lead a team.
Because
Paul Scholes have said it. Look,
Ronaldo being the star boy of Manchester United, did not even for one instant even try to gossip about the captain. Bruno Fernandes is an amebo.
So
in that United team, I will tell you categorically, and if I will bring you facts. I've overheard in different forums with those who are in the UK, those who are Manchester fans saying that at one point in time he almost tore the dressing room. You remember when before Ronaldo left? He and Ronaldo had a beef. Ronaldo said that he came one session during training. Bruno Fernandes came and met him and he didn't greet him. At that level, someone like Ronaldo, who've kept the light of football for over 20 years and has played consistently on top there.
They are from the
You
same.
You see where these small players they get their curses from. This is where they get their bad luck from, because they say respect those who, like they will say it in French, respectez les gens qui ont vécu. Respect those who've lived. Those who came before you, respect them.
And talking about coach, talking about this leadership thing, I think it's one of the problem Man United
they don't have a leader.
They don't have a leader.
In
if you look at the Chelsea squad, what's this called?
Enzo Fernandez.
Maresca is trying to build a team whereby everybody can lead, but they will answer to one particular person.
Yeah.
There are some games that this guy will start. Caicedo will lead the team. There are some games that Enzo Fernandez will lead the team. There are some games that Kobe will lead. But the original captain is Reece James. But since he's not around, the other people are stepping in. And that will help them because there will be this solidarity in the team. But when it comes to Man U, it's a different ball game.
Look, because also in Barcelona right now, that's part of the thing that's actually making us to prosper right now under Hansi Flick. At least the little positive changes we have seen.
Are you guys prospering?
We are actually seeing
they are getting points.
We'll get there.
We're actually seeing a good level of positivity right now in my team, and it's because of leaders in the team. Now, we have a player like Lewandowski, but Lewandowski is not even actually part of our captains. Now,
he's a star boy.
But does not take the fact away that he's one of our leaders. He's a leader on the pitch. But the person now, as our goalkeeper is not around, the person that is actually our captain now is Rafinha. Rafinha has been a leader in Barcelona.
Yeah.
Without player like Araujo,
Yeah.
Rafinha he has risen up to the point of a point at which whereby all Barcelona players depend on him.
And he never took
All
them.
Barcelona players are ready to die for him because Rafinha is ready to also die for the team. He also said it. He said he can die for this team. Foul a Barcelona player right now. The way Rafinha will come at you, you won't do it
Let me
again.
help you before you conclude. Let me help you before you conclude.
Yeah.
You know, there's a leadership progression. There's a progressive nature in a leadership. You give someone leadership and the person step up his game.
Yeah.
And there are leadership that you give to someone and he drops his game.
Yes.
Bruno Fernandes, remember when he
Leadership
came to Man United,
thank you.
he was good.
Yes.
But the moment they gave him that captain ban,
He flopped.
flopped.
Thank you.
But unlike Rafinha
Look at Rafinha.
was flopping.
Since he
But
became a
since they
captain.
gave him the captain ban, he stepped up his game. That's what we call true footballers.
Yeah.
So the question now
That's what we
is,
say.
who should captain United?
To me, I've not seen anybody, but I feel with time they're late.
There's nobody, but they should go back to Maguire.
Yes.
Me. Because, see, Maguire, they say
Also
a
that,
good
yes.
team is a team where there's joy, there's happiness and there's joy. No matter what you tell me on this panel, on this studio, I will tell you categorically that Maguire is not happy with Bruno Fernandes being the captain of Man United.
But coach,
And that set
another
aside
question.
is already playing in the team.
Coach, another question. There's something you just said that when Bruno was giving the captain his game dropped.
Yeah.
Don't you think even when Maguire was giving the captain his game dropped? So why should you say they should give Maguire the captain again when you know fully well that this guy, when it comes to leadership, it might affect his game?
Yeah, there are two people that I'm thinking. Either you give it back to Maguire or you give it to Andre Onana. Because Andre Onana happens to be Andre Onana happens to be my small in Cameroon.
Yeah.
Andre Onana happens to be my small in Cameroon. And he's someone that if you give him the opportunity to lead,
Yeah.
he will show you performances.
Yeah.
Trust me. But now, you know, that's about Manchester United.
Let me just say one thing. I think someone that would have led that team again is this their keeper that they sold. What's his name?
David De Gea.
Yes.
They didn't sell him. He ran out of
He would have
contract.
been a good leader.
No,
Yes,
not like he ran out of contract. They
didn't renew-
disrespected
yeah,
him.
they disrespected
And
him.
like
They
I
didn't
said,
renew his
that's
contract.
where those
He
are
would
one
have-
of United's
he would
problems.
have
Yes.
been
They
a
should
good
go
leader.
and
That's why I
beg
said
that boy. They
even
should
their
go
board,
and
their
apologize
the
to
management and
their
everything.
gear.
Well, like you have said, their problem is in every aspect.
Because
Even their
if you look at
stadium
Manchester United, if
is
Onana,
leaking.
if
Everything
Onana-
about Manchester United is not working.
If Onana is out of play, perhaps caused by injury or perhaps caused by one or two, you know, there's nobody to step in for him. That's why he plays everything. Even they have to play. Even if Manchester United happen to be in Abuja, they are playing in Tanyanya, in Interquarters in Nyanya. If Manchester United happens to participate in that Interquarter, Onana will still keep.
And also,
There's no other person.
I think
Do
someone.
you know the name of the second keeper, the second choice?
Bayandid of
Bayandid
of
So that's I think we keep saying. So well,
talking.
that's about Manchester United. Let's look at Barcelona on a positive ride throughout the beginning of the league, the beginning of the Spanish La Liga.
Yeah.
Scoring, making waves in goals, scoring 4, 5 goals, 6 goals in Champions League. All of a sudden, stop the goal machinery. Getafe actually stopped them from scoring, multiple goals.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Is that bringing Barcelona? Is it making Barcelona to approach defeat? Is it bringing Barcelona towards smelling their first ever defeat at the beginning of?
Let me just chip in something.
You can't go on.
There are some days that you score multiple goals. Like you can score like 8, 5, and there are some days that you struggle to score one. And that one, you might win it. It's just a slim chance, and then end up winning.
3 points
But
is
that
3
does
points.
not make you what's the word now? Less competitive.
Yeah.
Or it does not mean you are not going to win the league.
Look.
No, but before Ebuka, before I give you the mic, I have a question related to this same question. Ebuka, you said it on this platform
Yeah.
that Barcelona will keep scoring goals upon goals, and every match, the ratio should be over 1.5.
Oh, that's what he said.
Yes, I'm going by his word. What can you say about the 1-0 over Getafe?
Yes, the 1-0, as a Barca fan, the 1-0 over Getafe, because of the way we have been playing under Hansi Flick, felt like a loss to us. But mind you, we also cast back our memory to our recent games against Getafe. Although the last
During
time
Xavi's
during Xavi's time,
time.
we won them at our home last season 4-0. Fine and good. But let's not forget, a Getafe team in La Liga, you are a Real Madrid fan. Getafe happen to be your neighbors. You guys are all from Madrid. You play them in the derby. You know how it is even in your home. A Getafe team, everybody knows Getafe and their haram football. Everybody know them and their abolic and their bad football. And then everybody knows Getafe for their rigid defending. And then, mind you, they have a Devisoria in the goal post, a very good goalkeeper. Now, our last game, we lost chances. We could have scored more goals. At the end of the game, Getafe could have even scored it with the last kick of the match. It was actually a little mistake, but the player missed. Fine and good. It was our luck. Well, it's not bad. We at least took 3 points.
3 points, very important.
And it still remained there that we are the only team to have played 7 games in La Liga and have gotten 21 points, 21 for 21.
Are you unbeaten? Are you unbeaten?
They're unbeaten. Madrid is
in La Liga? The Madrid is also unbeaten, but they don't have. But they don't have 21.
They've been on the
They don't have 21 over 21.
They've been on the victory.
See, we have 21
We've
points.
been on a victory and a draw.
We have 21 points in La Liga, and we have scored 23 goals already.
How many games?
In 7 games,
7 games.
we've scored 23 goals.
Fair enough.
Coaching now is now asking me if this is what is going to make us so. No, there were still signs of us scoring goals. And mind you, let's not forget, this is a Barcelona team that is actually still being rotated, even with our injury crisis. That is not even an excuse because even with it we have been winning. But I want to ask you, Coachy.
I wanted to say, are you a Barcelona fan or an Arsenal fan?
No, I mean,
because you are beginning to sound Arsenal.
Yeah, no. Our injuries are not actually an excuse because our young boys coming in are playing well. You even forget that we have players injured.
That's what made me to ask you this question, because you kept on saying.
I'm just trying to tell you down.
You have a trouble making up front to every team.
Yes.
You talk about Yami Yamal.
Yes.
You talk about
Lamine Yamal.
Lewandowski is not there.
Rafinha.
You talk about this other
Olmo is injured now. Olmo is injured.
So what I'm saying, what I'm saying is,
I have a question for you.
Yeah, if you beat a team 5-1, it means you don't have respect for the team. If you beat a team 6-1, you don't have respect for the team. You are disrespecting the team. You know, I didn't say you should not win.
Ambition to win the league.
I didn't say you should not win. No, I didn't say you should not win.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you drop down from 6 goals, 5 goals,
yes,
4 goals.
Our last game was 5,
1 goal.
To 1.
The question to you is, do you smell a sort of defeat coming your way?
No, I don't smell a sort of defeat coming my way because it was 1-1 nil. We dominated the game.
You had pity for Getafe.
It's not that we had pity for Getafe. We played Getafe and we dominated the game throughout. We scored. We could have scored more, yes. But the thing is, 3 points was still in the bag and we won. Now you're telling me about my team scoring only 1 goal. At least I kept a clean sheet. I scored 1-0 and I won. Now your team, you were leading 3-0. But towards the end of the game, Real Madrid could have bottled. They could have turned to Arsenal. They could have bottled within the space of, I think, 4 minutes or so. They conceded, that's 80-something minutes towards the end of the game. They considered 2 goals and almost considered the 3rd. If not for the player not just hitting his target. He ended 3-2.
At the end of the day, I still 1-0.
And I still 1 goal. And I still got my 21 over 21 points. And I still have 23 goals scored, 5 conceded. Then they have 5 goals conceded and 16 goals scored. In a team that have a Vini Jr., Kylian Mbappe, Rodrigo, Jude Bellingham. Name them, Fede Valverde and the rest. And they should actually be the one to be thinking, are we smelling a defeat? Because they have drawn 2 games. Me, I've won
and then,
7. Mbappe has gone. Is injured now for like 3 weeks. Their next game is a Derby del Madrid against Atletico de Madrid. An Atletico side that have signed Julian Alvarez, that have signed Solot, a team that Conor Gallagher, team that that look very resilient. They have been trying to pick up their form recently. And last season they were the only team that beat you in La Liga last season, and they still look like a team that can beat you. And you're playing them this weekend with your star man out. I think you're the one that should be.
I want to ask you a question.
scared
Do you think Mbappe is the star man of Madrid?
He's not the star man, as in for now. I don't think Mbappe will even have. I think Lamine Yamal will have a better La Liga season than Mbappe. I feel so. And he's not the star man of Real Madrid. The star man of Real Madrid will still remain Vinicius Junior.
You were saying something, Buka. You're talking about Madrid. And I was just listening to you talk. I've always said it that Madrid, as it stands, right?
Yeah.
Is the best club ever.
Okay.
And forget about what happened with the 3 goals, the 2 goals scored.
Yeah.
You know? So you say Madrid, they do Ojoro, they buy free. Now that they scored 2 goals, you're not talking about it. You're not talking about it. The 2 goals they scored was good. Was good goals.
Do you know that?
If Madrid were to be in that position, you would have said that Madrid has scored, is doing Ojoro. Madrid is working with the referee. But that's said and done. Ebuka, your team is raising Lazarus from the dead.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
You know what I mean by your team is raising Lazarus from the dead.
It was the Chesney.
And you are here talking.
You see,
You go and bring a retired goalkeeper to come and keep.
well,
How much did they pay that guy?
Barcelona is
Wait till
full of.
that guy-
I don't know. The contract have not been signed. It's not yet official, so we don't know. We don't
So
know. It's-
upon all the keepers that you've looked all over the world,
yes.
this guy they now.
He's a
He's
cheaper also.
expected now. He's expected. They are broke now. Now why? They broke.
it's
So
cheaper for us.
And I go stand tell me say what I do broke club in the same division. Papa, inside society here, poor people dey.
Yeah.
You know me say because they poor go reject them. But rather, make the poor people see learn say they need to follow rich people.
They don't get
You understand?
choice now.
Yeah.
Follow rich people closely so that you receive blessing.
Well, I support you. Coach, look.
How na go carry keeper don't retire?
Yes, like I've said.
But is
Person wey
he good?
Like that's what I'm saying. now.
So when it's like
like,
concede goal, they go talk say na Chelsea way, Chelsea way smoke cigar for
Look,
for,
like you have said,
Arsenal way,
Coach.
he play bad match, he go inside dressing room for toilet, go smoke cigar.
Coach.
Now he go, you went to now this guy they go buy.
Coach, like you have
After he
said.
go stand tell me, he go stand talk to me here.
Wait.
After he go tell me say he team they organize.
Now,
he has a
look.
he has a good structure. They are going to buy a retired player and you are here talking.
Coach, look.
Not
Yes,
shame.
we like right
70 years
now.
old man.
When you are in the situation in which Barcelona is, you actually do the unthinkable. and but it's not actually bad.
I like that. I like it. You have been honest.
See, as a fan, I actually like it.
You have been honest.
Because Ter Stegen still remains our number 1. And in order for us, if what still want to go and get a better goalkeeper or a goalkeeper in the standard of Ter Stegen, that means the goalkeeper will actually come and want to fight to be the number 1.
Which is good.
And which
It'll
is
be
good.
competitive.
It will be competition, yes. But Barcelona cannot afford that because that means we need to go all in and then we'll sign a goalkeeper, a top goalkeeper, spending money
That's
and
the same
registering.
mistake. That's the same mistake
So-
we are making in Madrid.
We do not look. We want to do that. That will actually be part of our plan when we return back to the 1-to-1 rule. But we can't do that now. We are still having issues registering our players. You cannot now go and bring a player and look at what La Liga gave Barcelona was we can only sign a player that is not in contract with another club. Chesney was not in contract with another club. The other goalkeeper so that we're not in contract with other clubs. But Chesney is not bad. He's a good goalkeeper. We know him. He's a world-class goalkeeper. And yes, he retired, but not too long ago, just the beginning of the season. And let's look at this. We did not sign him to come and take.
You go explain tire.
We did not sign him to come and take Ter Stegen's place. It's just to the end of the season.
You know what? At the wait. I'd wait to see Namuna go buy Varane. Because when I team now, when I go buy Varane don't go. I don't go buy and bring.
Look.
Because when they on a defender, how they call away the spray.
But in recent time,
that way spray header they defender away the spray so they call Arao. Why get injury again? When I go buy Varane.
Look, coach.
I know.
Listen, no, all those players. If it's an in-team, if it's an outfit player, if they go pick from La Masia have everything. Don't worry.
But I go find keeper for La Masia.
You know, anytime you go keeper. If Nakipena is from our ranks, and he's actually going to be the one to be playing most of the game. Maybe Chelsea will just take the Champions League games. That's how we're going to just shuffle it. But the thing is, if you look at recent time, our emergency signings have actually been the best. We had a good rescue team not quite long ago in Xavi's first time in Barcelona in January 2022. Yeah, when we signed Aubameyang, Daniel Alves, come in, play for free for Barcelona. Ferran, that was when we signed Ferran Torres and then Adama Traore. Those guys helped us move from 6th and they ended 2nd in the league. We were able to see qualify for the Champions League and stuff. So we have had emergency signings that have come to help us. And I think Chesney will be part of it. Now, yes, Barcelona is a broke club, but it cannot take away the fact that, yes, the broke club has been a bone in your neck, the so-called rich club, Real Madrid. The broke club is topping the league with 10 first-team players out. We're using academy boys to have 21 points over 21, looking to break another record. And you guys are sitting there trying to find your feet with all the old top guns aboard.
When Madrid go win La Liga, you go tell me say na because again academy boys. Now the academy boys they do well. Yeah. They make noise. You know, you see, but good. This guy called Arsenal fan.
Are you not proud of what my team is doing?
No, you don't give complaint.
You can't do what I'm doing. If you do what I'm doing, you go down.
No, me, I cannot go down. You know I can't go down. Because one, just watch. Mbappe now is injured. Let me come in.
You see how players to replace Mbappe well.
Now I go even see and say, Madrid go struggle to play a good football because now Vinicius,
you see play what you played last season. Bellingham will start running to the box and scoring goals normally.
I don't always want to say the most important player for Madrid
is
Vinicius. Now Rodrigo. If you don't watch Madrid game, now Rodrigo they cause all the havoc.
But
all the pass that come now Rodrigo.
No,
Valverde there. If I did firefighters, you understand? He get some distinctive goals the way he scores on time them. Distinctively. From nowhere. You don't go. But me, anybody who don't watch Madrid game this season, he go tell you say Rodrigo, even now Rodrigo nail Man City for Champions League. Today, if you wake up Guardiola, say which player which player you want, who will be the first player you want for now? You call in a Rodrigo.
But why be saying Rodrigo Madrid fans they give him in flowers?
No, you get to understand. Say, Matt, there's something else. There's a whole lot of politics going on in football. You understand? Even in all the clubs, even inside Chelsea, politics. But Rodrigo needs to make himself outstanding. You understand? He needs to make himself outstanding like he do, and he doesn't complain. Now, why Florentino Perez talk say he go be the last player we go sell for Madrid?
No, he ain't complain. No,
he complain when Guardiola tell me that thing. It say, hey, when I stop that thing, he go be the last player. Bellingham will go, Rodrigo will stay. Vinicius go, Rodrigo go stay. Even Mbappe, if you want to make it go, but Rodrigo go stay.
He ain't complain. No, you know why I say he complain? He complain. Say they no nominate him for
Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
Oh, that's also Rodrigo is a good player.
The time they come. Well, so before we go, there's a clash of the Titans coming up between two super coaches in the world.
Yeah.
You know, they are new because they've not made 5 years in the circuit or 6 years in the circuit, in the coaching circuit. But these guys are super talented with a high IQ, with a high level of understanding the game and analyzing the game tactically, technically, and physically. I'm talking the likes of the Bayern coach, that's Vincent Kompany, and the likes of the Bayern Leverkusen coach, Bayern Munich, Bayern Leverkusen. That's Xavi Alonso. They'll be having their debut this Saturday, this weekend, and it's going to be a tough match.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What do you think about these two caliber?
I want to ask one question. No, is Vincent Kompany a super coach?
He's a good coach. He's not yet a super coach.
I didn't say when I talk super in terms of the IQ.
Okay.
We saw it display with Burnley. He took Burnley from the championship, brought it to the Premier League. But because of financial, the club not broke up like Barcelona the suffer, so the club dropped. Luckily, say I pray God me Barcelona no drop because Barcelona drop. I won't be happy because my vegetable soup and my white soup are the eat. You know, Barcelona is my vegetable soup and white soup. I don't be able to eat that. So I know why Barcelona drop to. So he in terms of you agree with me, Abi Ebuka, that Vincent Kompany has done well.
Yeah, he has done well,
and he's doing well with Bayern.
Yes.
You understand? He made Bayern proud by giving a team 9-1.
Their goals, the Man City like
yeah. And what I love is that's why I keep telling coaches, make the players your friends. Erik ten Hag is not doing that. You see, he came, Emmanuel Neuer played with Vincent Kompany, played against Vincent Kompany. Emmanuel Neuer, I can even say either they are of the same age category. the same
Harry
age-
Kane also.
Yeah, either they are of the same or Neuer is even older than him. But now, Neuer understands his position as a coach. You understand? And Neuer is his friend. And they move along.
Yeah.
You understand? There are matches he said, Neuer, you're not going to play this match. And he accepts it in good faith. I think that's what Manchester United coach should learn, Erik ten Hag. He should keep going to Munda his head and coming to give us, a negative countenance,
His pride
putting on
is
faces,
following him.
being proud of nothing. Manchester United, you should tell Erik ten Hag, Manchester United is not Ajax. It's not Ajax. Manchester United has made his name, her name. Manchester United has had glories. He should not come and be doing this thing. Him and his players, whether they call them his captain Bruno Fernandes and his whatever, I don't know. I don't understand what business they are doing. That even if Bruno Fernandes is in his worst form, he will still put him. If he keeps him on the bench, he will bring him to play. Is he the only player in Manchester United? It's time we get rid of these things.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, coach, man, just calm down. Okay, talking about this game, this Bayern versus Leverkusen, I think I'm looking forward to the game. It's going to be a huge game because Leverkusen are currently the defending champions,
Yes.
and Bayern Munich go on try to
Regain their
prove
position
points,
back
say,
again.
Playing home. Remember
They go
last
on- they
season,
go on-
Leverkusen won by anything.
Yeah, they go
yeah,
on
yeah.
prove that point. Say, we are the owner
It's
of
going,
this.
it's going
of
to
this-
be
of this
an
league.
interesting match.
And then with the caliber of coach they have, both coach are doing excellently well.
and the players are good too.
Company and
Xabi Alonso.
Alonso, they are doing well, and their players are also doing good. But when it comes
They are
to
the two best teams
I have
right now
something
in
to say.
Bundesliga.
When it comes to the form, Bayern Leverkusen they have been struggling a
This
bit.
season,
Yes, but the good thing about that club is that when it comes to 9-minute goals,
They know how to
they give
provide.
them. Then they come. Then
Those
they
heartbreaking
Then they
goals.
come. Yes, that's what they are good at. But I'm looking. I just fingers crossed. I just wish the team, the both team, the best.
Well,
So with that,
ladies and gentlemen, there's no lady here. Well, gentlemen, we call it a shot. The banter continues, and all you need to do is to hit the subscribe button and then drop your comment, and we'll banter it here in the studio. We call it a shot for today. We wish you all the best in your activities, and we say see you next coming Tuesday. Thank you. Bye-bye for now. Ciao.
Football Banter.